I never really understood what this term meant or how it felt, but I'm crashing out. Um, I woke up this morning to an email from the Savannah Bananas, and their schedule is changing. Um, on the game day that we're supposed to be covering, they're going from a 7 p.m. First pitch to a 12 p.m. first pitch because it happens to be the day of Juneteenth. So, I'm trying to comprehend all of that. I'm trying to think scheduling and what goes on with that. But basically, our main plan was to travel the 17th, cover the whole setup on the 18th, cover the game on the 19th, and then come back for interviews and things like that on the 20th. Clearly, this is not going to happen. So it just sucks because I've always been a person in my life where like I go about things where once I set my sights on something, I just figure it out and do it. But I don't know if I'm able to do that this time. Like this wrench in the system. I mean, this would mean that all the time we have planned to like cover inside the control room and things like that, it's going to be completely rushed. A 12 p.m. game would mean it'd be shot in the daytime, which is obviously really tough for cameras and lighting and things like that compared to shooting at night. And I just don't know. I'm searching for answers. I'm like looking in the sky for answers, but I just don't know. I feel like this is the right opportunity. I feel like, if we don't do it now, it's not going to happen. The Bananas have been really gracious, and they're like, we can reschedule, we can, work with you in trying to make this happen. But, I may have to reschedule for their next home game, which isn't until July 12th, which happens to be over the day of my friend's wedding. So it's just so many sacrifices, man. I mean, we've already bought hotels, we've already bought flights. I mean, we've been planning this. It's go time, and so now this whole schedule change is really messing with things, especially the fact that my personal life, like I called out a bunch of days for the NBA Finals. I've sacrificed just a ton of different things for this to happen, and now I don't know if that's going to happen. And there's a lot of money being left on the table, which is crazy because I don't know, like clearly crashing out. So the option is to do it maybe in July, which happens to be over the day of one of my good friend's weddings. He flew all the way to Mexico for me for my wedding, and I really wanted to be there for his wedding. But gosh, if this is the only other opportunity I have to do this with the Savannah Bananas, because my work schedule is really crazy, and the Bananas are barely have home games anymore because they're in these stadiums and they're in these arenas now where they're selling out, and it's like it's just tough to get them. It's tough to get them at home, and they really want to do a home game because their control room is there. When they do it on the road, it's all remote. So it's like we want to be there. We want to be in Savannah. We want to cover it in Savannah, and so we may have to pivot. I'm not a pivoter. I don't change my plans, but sometimes in life, life forces you to do things you don't want to do, and you just have to work with that. So I have a meeting with my production team here in a couple hours. I'm going to let them know the news, and hopefully that they can open their schedules back up in July to make July happen. And hopefully this offers new opportunities. We have now more time to plan. We have more time to get sponsors and things like that. But man, I really just wanted to get this behind us. I really wanted to get into the editing process. And we might be pushing it. So stay tuned for more updates on this project. It's not going away, I promise you that. Good news is the Savannah Bananas little stickers came in to make my personal tools, the special edition Savannah Banana BTB tools. So a little bit of good news for today. The rest, not so much.